Hey guys! So, vlog number 2. I had a few people say that they wanted me to continue vlogging, so I'm going to. There's Bozo. He really doesn't like coming down this bush track anymore. Come on! But, like I said in my last vlog, I just don't feel comfortable vlogging anywhere else at the moment because I'm not used to vlogging yet. But I am finding it kind of fun because you guys get like, you know, a view into my life in a way that I don't show many people. But yeah, so we were walking. He wants to go to the toilet. We were walking up a street, and it was the first time that I decided that I was going to stop. Like, we're crossing the road, and I stopped on one side, and I decided that I was going to say cross and see if he would just walk to the other side by himself. He didn't. Thank gosh, because the house that was on the opposite side of the road had its garage door open, and they had just like closed the doors and left their dog out there. So this dog was like running up and down the street, and when I had told him to cross, neither me or him had seen this dog, and then he was like almost on the opposite side of the road, and I like locked out the lead and like roped him back towards me and picked him up, because my dog, Enzo, this dog, he goes ballistic around other dogs that he doesn't know. He will actually bite them and draw blood, and it's not a good thing. So that's another reason that I walk him out here along the bush track, is just because, you know, no one else comes out here. So absolutely nobody. I think my last vlog when I was leaving and this lady was coming in, but it's the first time I've ever seen anybody come up here. Sometimes you see kids playing on the oval over there, but yeah, no, not very often, because they usually go down the playground, which is like at the bottom of the hill. So yeah, it just really annoys me when people don't have recall of their dogs. Because, like, getting back on subject, this lady, she didn't even come outside. She just stood at her door and she's like, Ollie, 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 and I tried calling her dog back, and this dog just kept following me, and I was like, seriously, I'm gonna let my dog down in a minute. It's gonna bite your dog's face off. Like, it's just so annoying how people just leave their dogs outside thinking like they've trained them to come, but they haven't trained them to come around other dogs and distractions, and therefore when that happens, they get distracted and they just go and play. Like, they just want to play. Like, you haven't taught them that it doesn't matter what they're doing, they have to come back. Just there have been some really bad circumstances. Like, I used to walk my neighbour's dogs about 3 or 4 years ago, possibly 5, and they had like 2 basset hounds. They kind of look like beagles, but they're lower and they're longer and they're fat and bigger in general. Yeah, I used to walk them every day, like every afternoon, because he was like never had homework in primary school. And then we always went to the same spot. There were usually always the same dogs there as well. So, you know, he really wants to leave, but not yet. Yeah, usually the same dogs there and everything, and I knew most of the people that walked the same oval, and I would talk to them every day. And I'd be like, oh, how's your dog? You know, like that. And I knew that their dogs they knew recall, and they knew recall with distractions. And it was all good. I went down to this oval. One day, I was walking them, and we were walking around in the playground. There's like another path that connects onto the path that I walked them on. And this dog comes running. It was absolutely running down. Like, at first, it just skipped the bassets, and kept running out onto the oval. And then we walked about halfway around the track, and I was like, well, that dog's pretty well behaved, because it's not coming over here, to another dog, like it doesn't want to play. And so I thought that was kind of strange, but just a really well behaved dog. Turns out we got around halfway around the track, and I was saying something, and this little dog just comes bolting at the Bassets, like full on bolting, and the Bassets are allowed off lead. And I'd seen this dog, and I was like, well, it's a well behaved dog, it's staying away, it's still okay to let the Bassets off the lead. And on the side of the track that we were on, there was another path that connected on, and that path went down to a main road. So these Bassets were off lead. This dog comes bolting up to them. Bassets don't like playing with dogs they don't know. This dog just comes bowling over, and one of the Bassets, Okie Dokie, used to call her, she just took off. She ran down that path, she ran across the main road, she ran down onto my street, because that's how close I lived, and I bolted after. I had her brother Boris on the other lead, and I was pulling him along because he wasn't as well trained, so I hadn't let him off yet. I legit legged it. I was so scared, because they're not my dogs, like, they are my neighbour's dogs, and they trusted me to take care of their dogs and walk them for them, and I had a really good relationship with these neighbours. I was freaking out, I was in tears so much, and this owner was sitting on the oval trying to call the dog back. I'm like, can you not see that your dog is going ballistic? And as I ran across that main road and everything. That dog kept following me across the main road onto my street, and then its owner had obviously started running after it. But yeah, so Boris turned around and got into like a brawl, like a dog fight, with this other little puffball, and drew blood on Boris's nose, and I was freaking out. Like, I had just hurt one of their dogs, and their other dogs run off across the main road while I'm taking care of it. Like, I felt so bad. But that just shows you how bad it can be when you don't have recall of your dogs, or you haven't trained your dog's recall with distractions around. So, yeah, that's my little rant for today. But we're going to talk about something happy, which will be... I really don't have anything happy to talk about today. Nothing really happy happened. Happy happened. That's our new thing. Happy happened. I'll probably talk to you when I think about something happy that happened to me today. Bye! Alright, so I thought of something happy. I'm sorry for the lighting. I came a bit later than I did on my last vlog, so it's a bit darker. But something happy that happened to me today. At my school, they do have dance, but I'm year 11, by the way. They cut dance for year 11s and 12 this year, so I have no dance, but luckily our head of dance teacher is like put together a dance troupe kind of thing, like a little group of people that wanted to do dance, like after school, at school. And so, I like tried out for it and everything, and he guaranteed me a spot because I'm really good. Not to brag, but just self-confidence. And the other 3 year 11s that tried out were also guaranteed spots because we don't have dance class. And the rest of the kids that were there were just your 7s and 8s. And I'm only talking like 20 people on this dance troupe. So he then told us 4 year 11s that we're running it and that we have to choreograph it all, and all that. So the happy thing that happened to me today is that he told me that we get to perform in Arts Night, which is just like a big performance night at the end of term, where your parents come and stuff, and they come and see you perform, or your dancers, and if you're in drama, then you get to perform all your acts, stuff like that. But yeah, so we're allowed to perform at that, and we get to choreograph a dance for it. We get to pick the style, pick the song, pick absolutely everything, the costumes, the makeup, the hair, everything. And then he also said that 3 of us Year 11 girls, because one of us is really hip hop, and then the other 3 of us, well, I do gym, and the other 2 do calisthenics, so we're like acro, we're really flexy and stuff. And so he said that us 3 that are really flexy and into acro, so I'm trying to show as much of me as possible. Just gonna switch hands. So the 3 Year 11 girls that are into acro and are really flexy, we get to have our own trio dance for Arts Night. I'm so excited. We get to choreograph the whole thing, pick the music, pick the costumes, the hair, the makeup, the song, absolutely everything. I'm just so excited, and I just can't hide it. I've never had a dance to perform at Arts Night that has had such a little amount of people. Like, I could be front and centre, and it would surprise me if I'm not, because they'll be doing more like Cali stuff and I'll be like flipping. So yeah, it was just really exciting, and it makes me so happy. But that's all I have to say today. I'm gonna go because he really wants to go home, and I have a big assignment that's due tomorrow that I haven't started. So yeah, I'll see you in my next vlog, which will probably be up tomorrow or tonight probably, because most of my viewers are American. So yeah, but bye bye.